good hello. Mike Joestar here, and we are back.
Good.
By popular demand, we just finished Portrait of Ruin 1000%. It's quite a grind, 5 parts. But now we're gonna do Order of Ecclesia. So let's see if I can get into it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Game starts. Wait for everybody to be here. New game. Let's do Joestar 1. Where's the Joe? Put a little asterisk there. Hope everybody's joining. This is Order of Ecclesia. Now this game, we'll get through it.
Returning to life time and again since the ancient Middle Ages, the evil Lord Dracula has driven people to terror. Each time Dracula returned from the dead, the Belmont clan fought him in the shadows, wielding the Holy Whip. Through their efforts, humanity avoided the darkness, securing prosperity. But early in the 19th century, having lost their ability to resist the darkness, those in positions of power at the time began to search for new ways to counter Dracula. Our organization, Ecclesia, was born then as one of those countermeasures. Many organizations were established with the same goal, and day after day, they conducted their studies diligently. But each was dissolved when they failed to produce satisfactory results. But that was when Barlow, the leader of Ecclesia, finally made a surprising breakthrough that could stand up against Dracula.
There we go. Who's there? Figures. Serves me right for trying to scare you. Help us. Apparently I didn't hide my presence very well at all. Good to see you, Shadow. What are you doing here? This is our home after all. Where else would I be? No, it's not that. Aren't you on a mission? Yes, but I wanted to make sure things were okay. Any news worth sharing? Barlow chose me as the bearer, actually. We're about to start the ritual, so my body can be a vessel for... What did you say? Ominous. You. That's right. This is an outrage. Barlow lied to me. Lied? I'm supposed to be the bearer. He promised me that much. Gotta get that yelling in there. His master said you... What? What did he tell you? That you're unfit to be the bearer. You've never seen such a thing. Albus! Sorry, it's time. I have to go. Wait, Shinoa, you don't understand. You're wrong. I'm much a member of the Ecclesia as you are. Our sole purpose is to destroy Dracula, so people can look to dawn without fearing the darkness. Am I wrong, Albus? It isn't. For that reason, I will become Dominus, the blade to banish all evil. Shinoa. Talk to him again. He's just stunted with his speech. So this is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. This is pretty much the last game Iga worked on. This is when pretty much everybody was getting Castlevania fatigue. We wouldn't see anything until Bloodstain, Ritual of the Night. So, let's just get through this intro and then I'll start spitting lore at everybody. So, I hope everybody can join. I'll try to do a deathless run. How could he? Orders may be orders, Barlow. But I'm holding you to your promise. This was a Castlevania game. This is Order of Ecclesia. This is the last Castlevania game. Well, this is the last in the DS series. This is on DS. Shanoa, as you know, only you can become the bearer of Dominus. It is. It was the third one. Yes, sir. Even so, it will be nearly impossible for you to control its power. I'm trying to do like an Emperor Palpatine voice with Barlow. The purpose of this ritual is to make sure your body will adjust to Dominus. Yes, sir, but when it's over, that's right, you will be able to wield our most powerful glyph, Dominus, which Ecclesia created as the ultimate weapon against Dracula. Alright. So I'll drop some major lore on everybody after we get through this introduction here. I highly recommend them as well. I haven't played this game for at least like... This game came out in like 2008, 7, so it's been about 13 years since I last picked this up. Proud of you, Shanoa. You will become our world's new savior. What's going on? You... Who are... Nope. What is the meaning of this, Albus? You know how crucial the ritual is. You lied to me. Albus, I was to be the bearer. You promised me. We each have a role. If you had followed orders, you might understand that. Among us, Shanoa is the only one who with the capacity for dominance. You know that as well as I do. I intended to overcome my weakness. What happened to working together? Perhaps we still can. Together we can overcome this setback as well. It's too late. Albus pops a cap in Barlow's butt. Tell me, Albus, what do you intend to do with Dominus? You said it yourself. Each one of us has a role, and like a fine master, you've finally shown me what mine must be. Don't be stupid, Albus. What are you planning? We'll be taking Dominus. Be rational. Without that glyph, our mission is a failure. Dracula's vessel. I have my own mission. You are my master no longer. Farewell, Barlow. Several weeks have passed. Your training regimen shall soon conclude. As you say, sir. We tap the power in all things, great and small, to forge glyphs through Ecclesia's secret art. And so we gained the strength to save mankind. Absorb the glyph before you, if you would. You can absorb by pushing up. The rapier glyph. A rapier glyph. Just so. And now you see, absorb a glyph and you shall know its kind. That is your gift. It is yours alone. As you say, sir. That I must teach you from the start again. A pity that this had happened now. Still, our time is waiting. Moving on, as you say, sir. She's kind of a little bit of a ditz. Because of what had happened, she has short-term memory loss. That glyph directs power towards your arms. Open the menu. Blah, blah, blah. So put the Confidore. I think we can do it twice. Imagine I am one of them, and strike. Your memories may have fled, but you must not hear me. Your warrior's instincts must endure. Now meld the glyphs in both your arms. Unison! press the up and the X lock. There we go. So skillful. Now you face the final test, the danger of true combat. Feel yourself and prepare to step into the next room, as you say, sir. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. We do not have time to talk. So, obviously, this is the glorified tutorial area. From the netherworlds, I call your enemy. Use everything you've learned to stand your ground. That was pretty easy. So now the training ends. Alright, we go back here. Blah, blah, blah. What else? I do not like tutorials. And now your mission must begin. Recover the supreme glyph, Dominus. My pupil has it. Albus is his name. Albus. Does that name stir a memory by chance? No, sir. No feelings, then. You knew of him before. I know nothing of him now, sir. Know this. He is who robbed you of your memories blind. He cost you that. Cost mankind its wish. Its only hope. You must take it back. The ritual. That man I saw. That man was Elvis. This is all his doing. But why? He's like a robot. He coveted your power and your fate, but Dominus was yours alone to bear. Had I explained, perhaps you'd still be whole. But no time for wishes or regrets. Go now! Stop! So, it shall be done, sir. Blah, 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 blah. Talk about Dominus later. Alright. This is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, the last of Iga's Castlevania games released on the Nintendo DS. Shortly after this, he released Order of Shadows, which was a cell phone mobile game, which was a total flop, basically concluding his tenure with Kunai. The mechanics of Order of Ecclesia and Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow are very similar, and this is what led to the creation of Bloodstained. So, from a lore perspective, where does this take place in the Castlevania timeline? Well, good question. The Castlevania timeline, the Igavania timeline, is a bit convoluted, as this is the only game that doesn't state a year. But it's kind of speculated, and there's a lot of evidence to support this, that this is between Symphony of the Night and probably the Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's between I think this game takes place around 1812, but it's between 1803 or I'm sorry, it's between 1779 and around 1820, so anywhere in between. We play as Shanoa, who is she is a glyph bearer. She's kind of like Miriam if you played Bloodstained. She's an orphan girl raised by the church, but she's raised by a private organization of the church. This is suggested because after Alucard defeated Dracula and Richter could no longer use the whip, Alucard began working with the church and possibly government organizations to create a private sect, which is probably the Order of Ecclesia, in the attempt to, since he knows that a Belmont cannot wield the whip, he is going to try to employ countermeasures to make sure that mankind is protected, whether it's from him behind the scenes or you know, new heroes that come and gone. Yeah, we don't need the touchpad to do this. Slingshot. So because of this, this is definitely, you know, shortly after Symphony of the Night, but way before the Bram Stoker Dracula, Castlevania Bloodlines. And if you even want to go a step further, you can go from the non-canon games, aka Circle of the Moon and the 64 series. Although the 64 series and Circle of the Moon could still be canon, it just doesn't quite make sense. This is the last Castlevania game that doesn't require the touchscreen, which is great because Portrait of Ruin and this game do not need the touchscreen to play, which is perfect. So that's pretty much the lore heavy knowledge. Is you are a nobody manufactured by an organization to get you to stop Dracula, and this is all because this is Alucard's intention to try to do something. Now we're all like, well, wait, what just happened at the very beginning of the game? Well, basically Shanoa was going on to become Dominus, aka Dracula's vessel. Obviously through the works of Alucard and various teachings, they were trying to create somebody who could wield Dracula's power. You have to like slide directly on this cat to pick it up. Shanoa and Albus have a brother and sister type relationship, but they are not related. They are like both adopted, found by the church. So how do you get weapons in this game? Well, you don't. Oh god, I know exactly. Weapons are dropped from enemies, and you have to get their glyph. So like for example, if we want a sword glyph, we have to hope that a sword glyph spawns, and then we try to absorb it as quickly as possible. And now we get the Seikh head. That's pretty much it. So much of the quests in this game are a little bit different. Instead, we have to find an abandoned village and stock it with people. And that village becomes a very, very delicate plot point in the game. Later on. I'll spoil more of the details later if people ask. But for anybody just coming in, this is Order of Ecclesia, the last Castlevania game. Oh, come on. Ooh, we got the knife there. Let's see. I'll try to do a deathless one. It's been a while. Let's see how far I can get. We started off Portrait of Ruin really strong with the deathless run, and then I wasn't paying attention to anything. I think that the enemy designs in this game are awesome because they're all original. Like, okay, we haven't seen these ghost horse heads since Super Castlevania 4, and they just look really well designed. Yep, we got a Banshee here. To make your glyph stronger, you want to try to get more glyphs. Chop. Yep. I don't know if I can pull off any tricks or glitches with this game. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. I'm trying to think if this game is harder than Portrait of Ruin. I think it's around the same level of difficulty. Just because Shinoa actually starts with like nothing. Her stats are low. There's a lot of backtracking, a lot of quests in this game. I like that this game has like Castlevania 3 and Simon's Quest type vibe because, so this game you're traveling around Wallachia, similar to Dracula's Curse, but also in the same manner as Simon's Quest. You're not staying in one place. You always have to backtrack and travel to different areas and locations, which is pretty cool. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin had the kind of the partner system, which I would say is probably very reminiscent of really no other Castlevania game, but it would be more like a real-time Dracula's Curse. We got the Dracula's Curse playthrough by playing Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, because beating that game unlocks Julius mode, and in Julius mode you play a version of Castlevania 3 where you have to cycle between Yoko and Alucard, very similar to cycling between Sypha, Trevor and Jonathan, or Trevor and Alucard. In Castlevania 3. I'm gonna go down here because I didn't get this one area. Can't quite see them. Let's go down here. Back. Now with the DS games, they came a hard mode. So after beating the game, you get to play the game on hard mode. And that's pretty cool because you can play the game on 3 different settings. You can play it with a level cap of 255, a level cap of 60, which I always did. And then there's the extreme level cap 1. I am very impressed when people can do that. I tried to do level cap 1, and man, is it tricky. I think it took me a good, like, 3 hours to get out of the monastery at level cap 1 on hard. Shinoa is probably the most underrated character. In the game series. I mean, this is her only game. Yes, secretly I am playing this on PC. She is the most underrated character. This game was jointly released alongside the lead Castlevania Judgment, which was the fighting game. That probably nobody remembers but me. And if you link your DS, your Order of Ecclesia with Castlevania Judgment. On Judgment, you unlock Shanoa as a playable character. And then vice versa, you get some items early on that you can use. And, you know, I really liked Order of Ecclesia when it came out. I thought it was really well made. A very good swan song to end the Castlevania DS trilogy. It's always the third one that's like the best. Aria Sara was the best on the GBA. Clearly, Order of Ecclesia and Portrait of Ruin are like the best on DS. Completely misread that. Really original bosses in this game. I like it. There we go. We did it. No death so far. But we start off with like horrible stats. Shanoa, still slaving away for the old man, are we? You, I've seen you before. Your name is Albus, is it not? Well, yes. By order of my master, I am to retrieve the Dominus Glyph and return you home. Home, you say? I have none. The old man sought it. It was not a request. This is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia on the Nintendo DS. The final DS Castlevania game. Intriguing. I recall you being a great deal more graceful than that. And you've forgotten your skill with glyphs as well. I have forgotten, thanks to you. Is that so? Well, I'm never going back. Remember to tell the old man for me. You must, by order of Master Barlow. Never say that name again. Concentrate, Shanoa. Just a duck. Well, I best be off. Take care, Shanoa. And he's gone. A map. He marked a village on this map. So, this is very reminiscent of, the level designs are similar to that of Portrait of Ruin, where they're not really connected in the end. You have to, like, backtrack your way out. So, that's where we are. So, we have to explore all of Ecclesia and figure out what's going on. There's a lot of levels to this, but they're all designed in various shapes and sizes. I still think Portrait of Ruin is the largest out of all the Castlevania games. But this game is probably, I want to say, the most difficult. So, No Death, Part 1, let's do it. So we go to Vigil Village. And this is going to be our hub for the game. And this is where we're going to learn probably the best side quests. A glyph. This is Albus's doing.
You have saved me.
Nikolai, at last. Who did this to you? You must help the others. Everyone in the village has been taken. By whom? That man. He spirited away the other 12, then imprisoned me. The Lord must have sent you to our aid. Please deliver the others. Can you tell me where the man went? If I'm not mistaken, he said something about the prison island. I see. Long ago, criminals were banished to that forsaken place. Some say their souls still wander the island, which is forever cursed. Where is it? You can get there through these very woods. Please, you must save them. Did Albus really take the villagers to the prison island? For what purpose? She has to be monotone because she has lost her memory.
I wonder if everyone is all right.
Some of the abducted are even young children. All I can do now is pray for their safety. I dig the art style in this game. Although it's not Ayami Kojima's work, it's definitely up there. And I think this is because people started complaining on the anime aesthetic that was post Ayami Kojima's work, coming off of Harmony of Dissonance and Aria of Sorrow. Take some milk. He needs some milk! So we take the milk. Whatever random goodies are in this village, there's not that much. But this is going to be our world hub, is this village. And this village plays a very, very good point, good plot element to the story. These villagers are all related. And there's a reason why Albus was sealing them in these crystals. So once we get villagers, we're gonna find them and then we do quests for them. So we can't go to the prison island, so we're gonna have to go to this way. And the map kind of looks like almost the map from Castlevania 3. The Rufus Spores. It's just funny it doesn't play like we got the Symphony of the Night trees in the background. The more glyphs, the more of the same glyphs that we get, the more our glyphs upgrade. So that's what we want. Ugh. There we go. But we also want to level up too. Alright, we'll take this one. Hammer. Oh man, hammer is gonna do some damage. It's a slow weapon, but definitely hits. You get that mark. So hammer is not good on the octoids. Oh, necromancer. So that's another thing. Enemies can cast glyphs, and we can steal the glyph if we're fast enough. Hey! Stop eating my brain! We're gonna try to get that necromancer because there's a good chance we could get a glyph early if we can catch it. But that thing is annoying me. The Numenon. Get back here. Alright, let's go back to this necromancer. This is making our sword more stronger. And we can always see this by going to glyphs. So if we go to the safe chair, we can get a little bit of like a level up. But alright, let's see what this necromancer does. There we go. Summon a zombie. A lot of original enemies in this one, which is really nice. But yeah, the more we collect the same thing, the stronger our glyphs actually become. But we also need to get strong too, because we are pretty weak. Come on, up. Be nice to get an axe glyph right now. Nope. Anything? Nothing. Ah. Pesky bat. Hey. Come on. Wow. I never thought these nominons would be so pesky. Worse than Metroid. Again, I'm not ruining the deathless run here. Hammers do not smush those things. Oh no, I'm not dying right now. Come on. You see, like, so a lot of the levels in this are kind of just like these straight paths. Like, there's nothing spectacular in Rufus Forest. Or Calidus Channel. Let's go see, explore here. Excuse me. I like the 3D polygon effects in the background. They really outdid themselves with this. Yeah. I think the needles can drop a glyph. Should probably like kill them. Nice N64 level ship in the background. Last.
Thanks.
You saved me. Thank you. I'm Jacob. Got a general store in Weigel Village. And on that note, I should probably get back to it. But listen, I might have some things you can use. Come by the shop and we'll do business. Magical ticket. So we haven't seen one of those since Symphony of the Night. We got flying fish. The sea stinger. Hiya! Hiya! Boom. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Getting mobbed in the water. And we're out. So, like, yeah, these, I think, you know, the levels in Order of Ecclesia are shorter than that of Portrait of Ruin. Minera, Prison Island. This is Shinoda's theme. And, oh man, here we go. Oh jeez. The big skelly. I don't think he has that high of health. Whoa. Whoa! He bent himself backwards. Oh man! Wasn't paying attention right there. This could ruin the Deathless run. Yep! Darn it! I should have better prepared. Oh, that's the end of the Deathless run right there. We're gonna have to start over tomorrow. Yeah, I do not remember. I do not remember struggling. Yeah, we're not getting the anything to level up here. Come on. Yeah, we weren't getting much. I mean, we could eat some milk to get some parts. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna end the stream. It's 9:30. I'm getting awfully tired, but yeah. This is the start of Order of Ecclesia. I'll get better. Yeah, this game came out in 2008, so that's when I last played it. So, yeah, it's been fun. We, anybody hung in there, we got through Portrait of Ruin. We finished that. So, check back for more. I'm probably gonna stream a different game maybe tomorrow. People wanted to see Dino Crisis, so I'm thinking about streaming that, tomorrow. That'd be pretty fun. Alrighty, well, everybody, be safe. Have a great weekend. Check in tomorrow. It would be great. Let's watch the intro cinematic one more time, because it's really cool. Alrighty. Have a great evening, everybody.